Thank you for joining us once again for another tutorial. My name is Rogers Mulatia, a trainer here at Atlanta Institute. And for today's photography tutorial, we shall be looking at the different lenses of our camera. So as you can see on my table, I have my camera here, which is a Canon RP camera. I also have my 3 lenses, which we shall be looking at them in a few, so as to understand how each and every lens works, and which lens can be used for different occasions or different scenarios when you want to take pictures, maybe for a building, for a subject, scenery, for wildlife, and for sports. So we are going to begin with our first lens to my far right, which is a Canon 16mm lens. So these are very diverse lens when it comes to using it, and the main thing that comes with this lens is that this is an ultra wide lens. So a 16mm lens gives you a wider angle of view. So this is mostly used when shooting outdoors, when you want to capture the sceneries, the landscape, or when you want to take photos of the wildlife, or maybe to show a wider angle of view. So this lens comes in handy when you want to shoot outdoors. My next lens is the 50mm Canon prime lens. The 50mm Canon prime lens is also called a standard lens. This is a type of lens that gives you the impression of how the normal eye sees. So these are very diverse type of lens, and it's mostly used by most photographers to capture subjects or to capture people when taking photos during events. And it's a very, very unique lens because it gives you that natural perspective of how the normal eye looks like. So this is a lens I would recommend for any person who is interested in photography. And this is one type of lens that you can invest in when you want to take those nice pictures of your subject. So going to my third lens, which is a type of lens that is called the Canon zoom lens, which is a 24 to 105mm lens. So this is a zoom lens that mostly comes with the kit when you buy a Canon camera. So the unique thing about this lens is that you are able to zoom in and out when taking photos of your subject. So this lens comes in handy by giving you that extra momentum when you want to take a photo and you're not closer to your subject. So this is a type of lens that I would also recommend for anyone who is venturing into photography, to make sure they at least have a zoom lens that will enable them to take those nice pictures of subjects that are far away, or if you want to zoom closer to a subject and maybe you are taking a picture of someone who is far away. So another lens that can be used or is mostly common to this type of lens is the telephoto lens, which is mostly used by people who are doing sports photography or wildlife photography, to take photos of subjects or objects that are extremely far away from the normal view of the human eye. So that's how a telephoto lens comes in handy. And a telephoto lens is a quite expensive lens. It's very expensive, then it's heavy, and it can be very bulky. So it's very expensive to use, and mostly used for wildlife and sports. So that's all about our lenses today. Those are the 3 main types of lenses that are mostly used in photography. In case you have any question, you can always slide at Atlanta Institute social media handles. Ask me a question, and maybe where you need to understand or where you need clarification. So thank you very much for taking your time to watch this tutorial. My name has been Rogers Mulatia. Thank you very much, and welcome to Atlanta Institute. Remember the hashtag to use, hashtag #ElimikaNabogi. We welcome you for the September intake that is currently ongoing. Come and learn photography and videography with us. And this is a place where we turn your creative mind into becoming a champion. We unveil the champion in you, and we make sure you are able to succeed when it comes to gaining those soft skills, gaining those creative skills that are required in photography and videography. Thank you very much. That has been my time.